This is you, tiny baby, big head, zero survival skills. You cannot walk, you cannot talk, you cannot explain what is wrong. You are basically a potato with lungs. Now imagine being born today. Warm hospital room, clean blanket, doctors, medicine, vaccines, a parent Googling, why did my baby blink weird? Pretty nice setup. Now remove all of that. No hospital, no doctor, no clean water, no baby formula, no emergency room, no tiny hat that makes everyone say, "Aw," just a fire, a cold night, a tired mother, a small group of prehistoric hunter-gatherers, and somewhere outside the camp, something with teeth making a noise. Congratulations! You have been born in ancient times, and your first mission is simple: don't die. Which sounds easy until you remember you cannot even hold your own head up. So today, we're asking one very uncomfortable question. If you were born as a baby in ancient times, would you survive? And honestly, probably not for long, unless the group really liked you. Because ancient babies were not born into comfort. They were born into a world that did not care about cuteness. The weather did not care. The predators did not care. The bacteria definitely did not care. And nature did not look at a baby and say, you know what, I'll be gentle. Nature was more like, new player detected, difficulty, nightmare. The first problem was birth itself. Today, birth is still serious, but at least we have trained people, clean tools, medicine, surgery, monitors, and someone in the room who knows what the beeping machine means. Ancient birth had none of that. No sterile room, no backup plan, no ambulance, no button that says something has gone terribly wrong. If something went wrong, the group had experience, memory, plants, hands, luck, and prayer before prayer had branding. That was the medical system. An older woman might know what to do because she had seen births before. Someone might bring water. Someone might keep the fire alive. Someone might stand nearby trying to look useful while being absolutely useless. Basically, the ancient version of a dad in the delivery room. And if the baby survived birth, great. Now came the next boss fight: cold. Modern babies get blankets, warm rooms, socks, hats, heaters, and parents who act like a tiny foot being cold is a national emergency. Ancient babies had body heat, animal skins, fire, shelter, and other humans. That was it. If the fire went out, that was not cozy vibes ruined, that was danger. A baby cannot warm itself. A baby cannot say, "Mother, I appear to be losing body temperature." It just screams. That is the whole software. Hungry? Scream. Cold? Scream. Scared? Scream. Slightly offended by air? Scream. Ancient adults had to decode that sound like it was a survival alarm, because it kind of was. A baby in ancient times was not placed alone in a cute little room with cloud wallpaper. A baby stayed close, held, carried, wrapped, watched, because being alone was not peaceful. Being alone was how the forest started making plans. The second problem was food. Today, babies have milk, formula, bottles, baby food, fruit pouches, tiny snacks, and special spoons shaped like friendly animals. Ancient babies had one main plan: mother's milk. That means the baby's survival was directly connected to the mother's survival. If she was healthy, fed, protected, and supported, the baby had a chance. If she was starving, sick, injured, exhausted, or alone, the baby was in serious trouble. This is the part people forget. Ancient survival was not just about strong men throwing spears at animals. It was also about someone sharing food with a mother, someone carrying supplies, someone watching the fire, someone protecting the camp, someone saying, maybe don't put the newborn next to the mysterious hole. Humans survived because babies forced adults to cooperate. A human baby is basically nature's way of saying, okay, everyone work together or this thing is not making it. And compared to other animals, human babies are ridiculously unfinished. A turtle hatches on a beach and starts running like it has taxes to file. A baby horse can stand in like an hour. A human baby arrives and says, I have brought nothing to the team except noise. But that helplessness is exactly why humans became so social. We had to care. We had to help. We had to share food. We had to protect the weak. Because before baby monitors, the group was the baby monitor. Grandmothers, fathers, siblings, aunts, older children, trusted group members. Everyone mattered. The third problem was sickness. And this is where ancient life gets scary fast. Today, a fever is scary. But we have thermometers, doctors, antibiotics, vaccines, and hospitals. Ancient parents did not have that. They had observation, experience, plants, trial and error, and hope. A small infection could become deadly. Dirty water could be deadly. Bad food could be deadly. A tiny wound could become a huge problem. And the worst part? They could not see the enemy. They did not know about bacteria. They did not know about viruses. They just knew the baby was fine yesterday, and today something was wrong. Imagine fighting an enemy army where every soldier is invisible and also lives in your drinking water. That was ancient parenting. Ancient people were not stupid. They were fighting invisible problems without microscopes, medicine cabinets, or online panic forums. They learned through memory, through elders, through mistakes, through the ancient scientific method of, that plant helped last time, and that other plant made Grug see colors for 2 days. The fourth problem was danger. Not movie danger, regular daily danger. Predators, snakes, insects, smoke, storms, cold nights, sharp stones, bad water, food shortages. A baby understood none of this. A baby does not know that shadow may be a leopard. A baby sees a shadow and thinks, interesting, I will scream at it. So adults had to understand danger for them. Someone had to know where the baby was, where the fire was, where the animals might be, where the safe water was, what the sky was doing, which sounds mattered. Because in ancient times, parenting was not just feeding and comforting. It was threat detection. Modern parents worry when a baby crawls near a table corner. Ancient parents had table corners too, except sometimes the table corner had teeth. So yes, if you were born in ancient times, you would be in trouble. Big trouble. But here is the twist. Ancient babies were fragile, but they were not alone. A baby changes a group. A baby makes people protect the future. When a child copies adults, picks up sticks, watches fire, listens to stories, follows older kids, learns faces, and learns warnings, that is culture being downloaded, very slowly, with a lot of crying. Ancient children were not sitting in classrooms, but they were learning constantly. Watch how to make a tool. Watch where the berries grow. Watch who shares. Watch who lies. Watch what animal tracks look like. Watch what adults fear. That was school before school. No homework, no exams, just one final test called survive. And somehow, enough babies passed. Enough children learned. Enough mothers were helped. Enough groups stayed together. Enough fires kept burning. And thousands of generations later, you happened. You are the final result of an unbroken chain of babies. Every single one of your ancestors survived long enough to keep that chain going. Not because they were all strong, not because life was easy, but because humans became unbelievably good at care, holding, feeding, teaching, protecting, sharing, remembering, helping. That was our real superpower. Not claws, not speed, not giant teeth. Definitely not baby neck strength. Cooperation. So maybe the worst time to be born was ancient times, but maybe the worst way to be born is alone. Because for most of human history, babies did not survive alone. Mothers did not survive alone. Families did not survive alone. Humans survived together. That tiny prehistoric baby near the fire was weak, but around it was something powerful. A group, a memory, a fire, a future. And somehow, after all of that, you made it here. And considering how hard the tutorial level was, that is kind of ridiculous.